Since the start of the year, changes in U.S. policies and renewed concerns around border procedures have contributed to a more cautious attitude among European travelers considering trips across the Atlantic. Several EU countries have issued updated travel advisories, and some European airlines are now reporting signs of weakening demand for U.S.-bound flights. Two of Europe's largest carriers, Air France-KLM and Lufthansa, have both warned of a dip in transatlantic bookings from Europe, particularly for the early summer period. As carriers release their first quarter earnings and outlooks, signs of slowdown, though still modest, are prompting questions about whether this marks a short-term hesitation or a longer-term shift in travel patterns. Air France-KLM recently reported its first quarter results, noting a shift in booking patterns. According to the airline's chief financial officer, Steven Zott, fewer Europeans are traveling to the U.S., while demand from American travelers heading to Europe has increased. As reported by the Financial Times, Air France-KLM witnessed a 2.4% decline in transatlantic bookings from Europe to the U.S. for May and June. Meanwhile, the demand from American travelers heading to Europe increased by 2.1%. Similarly, Lufthansa flagged a slight weakening in its transatlantic bookings, particularly from Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. In response, the airline is planning to reduce its planned transatlantic capacity growth for Q4 from 6% to 3% and has established a task force to adjust flight schedules if demand continues to soften. During the airline's earnings call on Tuesday, CEO Carsten Spar said he hoped easing rhetoric from the White House on tariffs would help boost demand later in the year. The discussions about tariffs are no longer as heated as they were 4 weeks ago. That is why we believe that some of these bookings will be recovered in the coming weeks. Analysts at Barclays estimate that U.S. routes account for around 50% of profits for Lufthansa, Air France-KLM, and IAG, the parent company of British Airways. A prolonged slowdown in demand could tighten margins at a time of year that typically delivers the strongest returns. However, both Air France-KLM and Lufthansa have maintained a positive outlook for the broader summer travel season and reiterated their full-year forecasts.